Guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Since last time, I've done a little exploring and gained a level or two. Let's go over some of the stuff that I learned. Basically, I was doing most of the farming that I wanted to do. I may decide to do a little more, we'll see. But we learned Deep Freeze at level 40, which is the first spell that's, costs more than like 10 or 20 MP and is actually somewhat useful. Because of the way it hits, it's actually somewhat kind of useful to use. I know I just said that, but it's the first spell that you would consider using at any point beyond, when you first get it to try it out. It does hit a reasonable amount of enemies, and so in that sense it is kind of useful. As far as skills go, we learned Air Raid, which is pretty useful. It's probably his best, no, it's like his third or fourth best skill, but it's pretty much the best one you're going to get kind of through the main course of the game. And so I will be putting this on, but as you can see, 300 HP cost at this point, and that's without the dupe, without being on circle button there. So yeah, 800. It's going to use a lot of HP, and basically right now, even though I have been upgrading, as you can see, my HP is at a pretty good level. I've gotten it up here, so that's pretty good. Pretty much that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to start maxing out both HP and MP, and since everyone's at 5 except for her, for attack and defense, so their AI is doing somewhat useful jobs. So now focus on HP and MP, finish those up, and then go back to attack and defense and work on them as the rest of the game progresses. But unfortunately, Air Raid just costs too much at this point. We're going to have to wait until we get more HP. We can break the 9,999 HP limit, which is actually not a limit in this game, though it is in the vast majority of any other RPGs. So anyway, that's there. I will start to work on that probably by the time I finish Sidekick. Max level, I believe, is 10 if I recall correctly. So anyway, I don't think you learned anything particularly useful. You learned Triple Kick, which makes me think of Chrono Trigger always. I don't use this for her, like, ever, because this hits 3 times and has a 5 CP cost, and Scatter Beam hits like 4 times and is instant, and has only a 3 CP cost. Not to mention I've already almost maxed out the level at this point in the game. So I just don't see any reason to work on a whole new skill at this point unless it's going to be better. I don't think I've been using you, so there won't be anything new there. Okay, what else? Okay, so basically what I've been farming is laser weapons and ablative shields. You still have the battle armor, but yeah, I have enough laser weapons for everyone. I have enough ablative shields for 3 out of the 5 people I have. She can also use one, so I'll try and get another one for her, even though I won't be using her. Cliff's about to level up. Once he hits 40, he'll probably learn something new. But the main bit of this is let's go, and I've already kind of explored the whole area. As you see, I have the map now, so we know where we're going. There's no treasure here, but let's kind of show off the enemies. Now, I know I fought the Proclaimer as a boss fight, but let's take a look at what they do. Look at the 170 rate. Yeah. Isn't that quite abusive? Yeah, this is how powerful these guys can go. That has a chance of dealing death, especially if you get sucked towards metal. I mean, look how much that can hit. Yeah. I'm slightly over-leveled and kind of overpowered at this point. Yeah, as you can see, you can get yourself annihilated if you're not actually trying to take down the enemy. So let's just use Mass Revive there. So there we go. Give you kind of a quick idea, and we learned Uppercut. Uppercut is, yeah, let's save that, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? Basically, that's dying 20 times. It's hard for me to get that one unless I specifically try, usually because I'm dicking around. Free healing point, by the way. That's always nice. Now, yeah, so that's how powerful they can get. And when you first encounter that Proclaimer as a boss on Moonbase, Normally, you don't have anywhere, like on your first playthrough, you don't have a Blade of Shields, you don't have, you know, probably didn't even buy the next set of weapons, maybe you did. You definitely don't have one of these, and you definitely don't have those. You're probably using, say, if at best, you're probably using one of these. And the damage difference is just substantial. You know, probably not much else. You might be using one of the lifesavers if you found that before you managed to fight them, and probably some additional HP, because there just really aren't all that many useful accessories early game. Now, like I was saying about Uppercut, it's very much like Fists of Fury, only it hits slower and less times and for more damage. Like, each hit hits for more damage, it hits less times though. I think it balances out to be about the same, but Fists of Fury stun locks enemies better. It costs a little more Fury, but you get it so much earlier that it's just worth it to level that up. Now, there's supposed to be an enemy here, but I guess I've already killed it. I've loaded a save state to start up here. Now, okay, we've already fought one of you. Let's take a look at one of the other ones. They got one up here, if I remember correctly. Ah, yes. These guys have some interesting attacks. So let's take a look here. That also can do instant death. Stop stun locking. Don't stun lock them. Alright, come on, show me one of your attacks. Come on, hurry up. You're not helping. Alright, use an attack. Something like that tends to break your battle gauge quite often. There you go. And eventually, I would like you to show off your other attack, if you don't mind. Yeah, it also breaks your barrier there. Would you hurry up and use your attack? You're not going to use it? Yeah, he didn't use it. He has one where like his tentacles come out of the ground multiple times and hits you back over and over again. That also tends to break your battle gauge. There's another one. Let's fight him real quick. I'm going kind of over these guys a little more closely than I have previous enemies, because we finally are getting to the point where the enemies are actually powerful. And it's definitely good. There you go. That kind of attack. And that one he can use without, like, on an X type of attack, so it could be anti-attack Orid away. That's a word, which it isn't. Let's see here. Where's my revivals? There we go. Yeah, but for the most part, I wouldn't bother fighting this particular guy, because he's just not powerful, and he doesn't give as much experience as the other ones. Let's see here. Some healing going. Alright, now there should be, there we go, there should be an enemy up here to show off the last of the new enemies. We showed off the first one last time. Okay, maybe not. This one has a potential to have the other one in there. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Let's just end these guys quickly. I didn't even bother cutting it out, even though I didn't need to, because very quick fight. Those guys are not very powerful. Most likely what you'll be doing when you get here the first time is you'll be fighting like 2 or 3 battles, and then you'll be running back to the healing point. Anyway, let's take a look at this guy. This is the important guy. This guy has a chance of dropping laser weapons and a Blade of Shields. He's like previous ones of this we've seen, but kind of more annoying if you don't stun lock him. Now, do something. Yeah, he can attack multiple times. Hurry up. He can shoot a multitude of missiles. His attacks tend to knock you down. You out of here. You out of here. He's got that attack, which tends to hit a lot and break your gauge very often. Not only does he do it a lot, but yeah, it has a very nice long combo there for you. And you can use his normal attack, which knocks you down. This tends to hit a lot of your people and end up in death a lot of the time. my defense is high enough at this point that it doesn't hurt too much. But yeah, it's definitely something you want to be aware of. But if we're lucky, when we have our bonus gauge active, and we specifically have the one that increases drop rate, they tend to drop laser weapons and ablative shields, which are far more expensive to buy in the next area, and that's actually, it's not even the next area, it's the one after that. So yeah, just kind of be aware that I don't have Symbology on items. Berry Potion will work. I'm not saving this anyway, I'm just kind of showing you guys what they're going to do. Ow, that's annoying. Stop doing that. Yeah, they tend to break your battle gauge quite quickly. I was hoping I could show off them actually dropping something, but it doesn't seem to want to do that for me. Basically, now I might as well show you the best kind of method for farming, which is taking on these three guys here, that one as well, because those big spider-like guys that look very similar to the ones from Final Fantasy VIII, they show up in this corner. So the one up there to the left, the one straight up that we already fought, and the other one straight up that we already fought. Your best bet is to fight those three, and then run down here. And I'm going to turn on fast forward because it takes a long time. God, I love fast forward. And as you can see, there's some weird stuff going on down here. There's also two of them right here, so you can kind of get those two as well if you want. One about here, and I think one about right here or so. Our origin is down to the bottom right, of course. And then what you need to do is you need to head all the way up here. Yes, this takes some time, even with fast forward, it takes time. And there are none in here, so just kind of run straight past into this scene here, or this screen, and that'll reset all of the enemies. You'll be able to run back and fight all of them all over again. This is if you want to keep your bonus gauge going, which you probably want to do if you're farming items, because it makes it a lot easier. So we've got that one there, we've got that one there, and there might even be a third one down here. Yeah, so you can fight those three, the one kind of down below me to the left, the three up the right side, fight them all, go back up to the other screen there, and redo. Oh god, two of them? Totally unprepared for two. Yeah, these guys are fucking. When there's two of them, there's another attack they have. Two of them become a real abusive tag team because they can hit you so many times. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting my ass kicked and I'm not even trying to show off their abilities anymore. That Fury indicates that you would have died, but survived on Fury. And as you can see, I no longer have enough HP to use
my concentration
attack.
has improved.
I'm going to learn Angel Feather when I reload my save state there. So let's just take a look at that. I think that's a skill, isn't it? Oh no, it's a spell. I think it removes status. Okay, improves attack, defense, hit rating, agility, and symbol defense. So it's basically like all stats up, or all kind of abilities. So, you know, power up, protection, reflection. Quite useful. I actually don't tend to use it. As you can see, it has the same MP expenditure as power up. So I'm not sure if it's just that it increases it by a lesser amount or what it is. But it's there, and it can be useful, you know, if you're kind of weak in a fight. Later in the game, it'll serve an additional purpose, and I'll go over that much more post-game when we get to a point of having to do that. Anyway, I've wasted enough time, so I'm going to go collect the extra little bits that I need, and I'll meet you at the end of that other screen up there that I went to earlier. And I'll show you some of this stuff. Okay, we're back, and we're even more over-leveled than we were before, unfortunately, but I just wanted to get a few more of the items, mainly for money purposes. You know, these sell quite well, as do the armors. Unfortunately, I didn't get very many of either, considering how many levels I got. I tried to bring in Nell to balance out the levels a little bit more, so I leveled up her a little bit. Whirlwind is somewhat effective here. It seems to do a lot of damage to the Proclaimers. They might be weak to wind, though I haven't looked it up. Either way, you know, it is what it is. I'm a little higher level than I'd like to be, but so far everything's gone so easy for me that I don't think it makes much difference at this point.
Preparedness now saves grief later.
And seriously? Okay, I guess the highest rating is 100. Very few items are 100, but most of them just say 99, I think. These are quite useful. If I could buy them, I would. That is useless. These are, I think, the best item creation for Cliff at this point in the game.
A new product has gone on sale.
Anything else useful around here? Just old stuff that I don't care about in the Philosopher's Stone, which I made. Yeah, that's about it. It just kept popping up, so I wanted to take a look at that. Anyway, I'm here on the other side. Now, you can come here and explore, enjoy the creepy atmosphere because it's really cool that way. If you want to do other level grinding things while you're here, you may want to level up if you recruited Pepita or Sophia if you plan on using her. I don't, so I don't particularly care. I'm going to go a little bit of length on this episode because I know this scene's going to take a while to play out. I do apologize for that. I just wanted to go through in detail lots of what was going on as far as the battles go here.
So this is the time gate.
Yeah, we were here in a different game.
The gene of connection. Sophia, Dr. Lineguard said you have the genetic power to create a path through the time gate and into 4D space.
Yeah, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Well, that's understandable.
I'm sorry.
Don't
I guess
say
it's to
that.
be
There's
expected.
nothing to apologize for.
Neither of the other two knew anything about it
But I'm
either.
letting you all down,
Don't worry about it.
if you say so.
Sophia's powers haven't manifested yet.
I know.
Well, that's
Well, we
something
won't
that
get
you
anything
wouldn't
accomplished
really
just standing
have a
around here.
purpose to
Let's
manifest.
check out the gate.
You know,
Good idea.
Fates manifested because he needed to save himself and because he was in a
What is
rage.
it, Sophia?
And Maria manifested when her life was in danger and that of her friends.
Head hurts.
There's not
Are
really
you
any
okay?
situation where, you know, you could open a portal to save yourself. I guess you could, but she hasn't really been in that
Not
situation
at all,
yet,
Sophia.
other
Don't
than
be
being
afraid to say
captured.
when you're hurting.
It
Earthquake?
moves.
Oh,
This is how it normally operates.
and you know this how? I can't read that. Looks like an image of an Earth keeps popping up.
What is it?
My hand. It's hot. What's happening? I don't understand.
Sophia!
She's manifesting.
Hey, it works for me. That's pretty much what we needed to happen anyway.
You okay?
I think so.
Whoa.
What
was that?
just happened?
The time gate. It's...
Glowing? Seems to be something on the other
What
side.
the hell is that?
amazing. That's 4D space.
Must be.
It might be.
As far as everything we've been told, that's what it should
It
be.
is.
And now she seems to know exactly what's going on. That's
How do you
great.
know?
I don't know why, but I can sense it. Yes. This is 4D space.
Yeah, I can sense it too.
Something deep down inside is telling me that too.
If you guys feel that way, it must be true.
If you all feel that way, it must be.
That
Cliff,
means the creator lies
Mel
somewhere
just
beyond
said
this
that.
gate.
Say, Can we even exist in 4D space?
Yeah, it's a completely different dimension.
There's no way we can know for sure. Still, I don't think Dr. Lineguard would have overlooked this.
Probably not,
Right,
considering
but
Fate
we
thought of
can't
it.
know
and
for sure,
he's
can
not so
we?
bright.
I wonder.
We can't turn back now. Let's go take on this creator and whatever else faces us on the other side.
Could it be a really super
Well,
strong
there you
boss?
have it. Decisiveness is a virtue.
Or maybe a bunch of really weak, easy enemies. Who knows?
You're right. Let's go, everybody. Let's find and defeat the creator.
What the hell is this? Is this what was on the other side? Doesn't look any different. Must have been. Oh, there's people here. They just look like
What the?
everybody else.
Something came out of the Eternal Sphere display.
Cool. Is that a new feature?
Huh?
Where are the executioners?
No clue, but this must be 4D space.
No bad guys.
We made it here safely.
It's looked like we came in the middle of a town.
It sure is.
What's going on here?
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't the enemy's home base supposed to be a little more intense usually?
Yeah.
You can say that again. What is this place?
This just looks like any ordinary town, just with kind of weird looking architecture.
But this is definitely 4D space. No mistake there.
I don't know. I guess they feel it.
What the hell's going on?
Doesn't look any different. We got some weird, glitchy music in the background.
Hey, did I hear you say executioner?
And Flat has an awesome
Yes,
voice
you did.
actress.
Who are you?
Vlad Garin.
That's not exactly what we meant, kid.
I like this kid
Hey,
already.
Don't worry. I'm not one of the bad guys.
Oh,
I
is that
wonder.
so?
Come to my house. I
We did
think
fight
you
a
may
little
find out
Cupid
what you
guy that
want
was
to know
pretty evil.
there.
Well, he doesn't look particularly dangerous.
True. Maybe we will learn something.
I
That's right.
guess so. We
Right.
came here to fight a war
let's
against
go.
God,
It seems like you know
and
something
we're
about
going
the
to a little
executioner.
kid's house for
Nothing
story
to gain
time.
from staying here.
Nothing ventured, as they say.
Apparently
That's
so.
true.
I have no
It's
idea.
decided then.
At least the first time I
Hurry
played
up.
this game, it's like,
We're all
okay,
security
seriously,
with
what is
Come
going
on.
on here? Security? Whatever. I don't know. Let's bail. And we
I'm
get
home.
happy music. Hello.
Welcome back. Vlad, who are those people? And what's with those weird outfits?
Huh? Oh, they're just friends. Friends of mine.
Oh?
Friends. I see.
And what? I got nothing. I really got nothing at this point. No idea how to respond to any of this.
So, what's your full name? And where were you born?
My name?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to know that?
Nothing much. Just something I want to check.
Okay.
My name's Fate Line God. I'm from Earth.
Hey, virtual display. And of course the sound effects are the same ones that we get for any other ship.
Good. Okay. There it is.
There what is?
Wow. Okay, so you are who I thought you were. Great. I believe it now. It's just like Blair said.
Who's Blair?
If you know something, could you please tell us?
You're not related to those executioners, are you?
He could be one in disguise. I can see that.
No, not really.
It's a JRPG. Come on, anything's
Hmm.
possible.
How should I explain this? You guys live in the Eternal Sphere, right?
Oh yeah, that's what they
Eternal Sphere?
called
Yeah.
the universe,
out.
right? That's what the Time Gate called the universe a couple episodes back when we were going through the archives or whatever at wherever was it? And Moonbase. Why are there no sound effects? And how do you have this on a screen? How did you get this footage? It would have done a little better with sound. That's a lot of explosions and a lot of death.
Hey, that's...
Huh? Why?
That's a battle between the Federation and the Executioners.
Yeah, we got
That's
that
right.
much.
This is what's happening right now in the Eternal Sphere.
What's happening?
What are
Hey,
you talking
kid.
about?
What the hell is this Eternal Sphere thing anyway? How can we see the fight between the Federation and the Executioners?
Relax. I'll explain everything. The Eternal Sphere is a universe inside a simulator. Earth is one of the planets inside that universe.
Blinking eyes.
a simulator?
You can watch the Eternal Sphere and the events happening in the Milky Way on any terminal. And you guys are characters from inside the Eternal Sphere simulator.
Oh god. They pulled the Matrix.
Hey, what's this kid saying?
We're just characters living inside a simulator?
That's right.
In other words, we're programs?
Well, yeah, if you want to put it that way.
So, you're saying that our universe is nothing more than a computer game?
No, it's an online reality that everyone shares. Nobody can reset it, so it's not what you'd think of as a game. I guess it's kind of a parallel world.
We're just
Yeah,
puppets for you
they
people
just
to
pulled the
manipulate?
Matrix on us.
Well,
Matrix plotline.
in a way, yeah. But you all have your own individual AI programs, so you're really not that different from us. It's not like we can move you around with a joystick or anything like that. That's why I think you're more or less like us. You just live in a different dimension.
Thus, the parallel world.
Mm-hmm.
Very intelligent
what are those
thinking for a
executioners?
child.
Are they programs too?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. According to a recent press release, a problem was found in the Milky Way region of the Eternal Sphere simulation. That's where you guys live, right? They say
Yeah.
if they don't do something about that problem, it'll affect the entire program. The executioners were sent in to delete anomalies that caused the problem.
So they're fixing bugs.
And the bug,
You're
according to
kidding
what
me.
the Time
I
Gate
figured
said,
those things weren't gods, but now you're telling me they're programs?
was...
But wait, if we're programs,
Yeah.
how can we exist here? If what he's saying is true, this should be impossible.
That's also true.
Now that I don't understand either.
That must be Maria's power. The alteration gene.
Yes, that must be it. The power given to me by Professor Linegaud. A program created by a program. It's kinda scary if you think about it.
So if you think
Say,
about it, the
kid,
genetic
how do you
engineering
know so
that
much
Dr.
about all
Linegaud
this?
worked on,
'Cause my buddy
basically
works for the
was,
company
like,
that developed the Eternal Sphere. Her
working,
name is Blair. She told
you know,
me all
like they're
sorts
working
of
on
things. But
basically
don't get me
adding
wrong,
programs
I'm really
within the
not
program.
one of the bad guys.
Then why did you bring us here?
Curiosity mainly. Programmed life forms coming into the real world? Amazing! I mean, who would ever imagine such a thing?
Now that you put it that way.
You guys came here to stop the executioners, right?
Of course.
What do you think your chances are? Think you
But
can do
slim to none. And getting slimmer.
it? Security?
Yeah, that would be security.
Bad guys?
So, we're fighting 4D beings. They created us. We're
Vlad,
probably
did you?
boned.
I didn't do anything!
Freeze! Get your hands up! You people are under arrest!
Mom! Mom, did you call security?
Vlad, what was I supposed to do? I was so worried about you.
Obviously, from the
Aw,
people who
Mom,
haven't
can't you mind
posed
your
any
own
threats
business?
since they got here.
What do we do now?
Whatever
Oh,
we do,
bloody hell.
we can't let ourselves get captured.
Makes sense.
I'm with you on that one.
Shall we?
Yeah.
All right. And we're in for an escape. Yeah, this is going to be a really long episode. Oh well. We needed to get through a lot of this stuff, and scenes are long. And oh crap, now we're cornered. Pincer attack.
Surrender quietly!
And welcome to... Ow! Yeah, regardless of what you see here, even though they have the death of bosses, they're not, and they're like one-shot kills. Though, as you can see, they shoot really fast, so having the blue talismans for this fight would be beneficial. And we'll gain some more levels here. That was insanely easy.
Damn you!
That was too easy.
Way too easy.
That was easy. I assumed everyone in 4D was tough, like the executioners.
Yeah.
I guess the executioners are exceptions.
Okay.
The executioners must be specially designed for the Eternal Sphere.
Mm-hmm. I think you're probably right.
Here, this is for you!
And somehow they got up and they ran away. And that took a long time to travel.
What's this?
Hello?
If you guys don't believe what I tell you, then check it out for yourselves. There's a special Eternal Sphere terminal in Gemini. Go take a look.
Gemini, the twins, if I remember correctly. Or no, that's Gemini. Either way.
Vlad, stop it this instant!
Smart little brat.
Very much so.
Let's go to Gemini like Vlad suggested, and figure out what this disc does.
Well, with that we get the authentication disc. And that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Very long episode. I'll keep them back down to 20 minutes after this. I just wanted to, get the long scene out of the way because it would take up an entire episode if I didn't tack it on after showing off those battles. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.